All right. It's Monday morning. It's Monday morning. What can you say? Some stretching and wish for the best. Who knows what this week will gather? But I don't understand that. I was hoping that it would change. I changed the text again on the next milestone, but it doesn't update. I don't get it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think I need to uninstall and reinstall it because, oh, whatever. Hey, Orby, Eric, and Nefas. How's it going? I was thinking today that, oh, good evening. We should do topics today. So, random topic. I'll roll the dice and draw something that you suggest. I think that will be fun. Hey, Sayart. Good morning. So let's start suggesting topics. Hey, Rogue 13 poll account. Thanks for the host. Oh, yeah. Papa Viking. Nerdy punk. That's pretty cool. So we got three topics with Nefas. Desert fish. That's pretty cool. A desert fish. I wonder what's a desert fish. We got 1, 2, 3. 3 more topics. And then we're good. While I'm at it, thanks everyone for joining on Saturday stream, the extra stream on Saturday. I was quite tired and beat, but I battled through it. I'd say I could have been definitely way more energetic, but I think it's good. It was good enough. Beast. All right, so Novi Art, thanks for the host. Coldburger Art, thanks for the host. We got loads of topics. Let's just roll the dice. That is not. I fixed it, but it didn't want to be fixed. All right, let's do it like that. Okay, now it's working. Which one is going to be? Number 3. All right, so we got Papa Viking is 1, Nerdy Punk 2. Hey, Nefaz got a desert fish. That's pretty cool. What was it? 38115. Why 38115? But I guess that's the nickname. Good morning, Atsuki, Eric, Kuru, Captain Jetlag. Thanks, TMH Labra, for the auto host, and Master 777777777 Oz. Thanks for the host. All right, let's start the timer, and let's start the desert fish. Yeah, slightly too late, but right. So let's do a desert fish. I don't know what I'm doing. I had this picture in my head, but I decided not to do it. So now I have to reconfigure my thoughts. And while I do that, I'll just mess around with lines until I see something. All right. I saw something. Let's go with that. So I saw this weird flatfish, right? A desert fish, almost like a tremor fish, but the body being flat, almost like the blade of a knife. And it's kind of coming up out of the sand, but the head is not flat. The head is something here. So let's see what that looks like, if it makes any sense. So it's Monday morning. How was everyone? My weekend was pretty relaxed actually. Didn't really do that much except the extra Saturday stream. I went out to like a massive park here around here with the kids and a friend and her kids, and we were kind of all attempting. I mean, I it sounds like everyone was going on skateboards and scooters. The friend of the family, she wasn't really good at skateboarding, um, but it was cool. It was not kind of nice weather, slightly cold but sunny. But I still we still liked it. It was a nice day. And then some beer, some good food. I think all good. It was a good one. Very relaxed. Next weekend, um, the my wife's granny, she's having her birthday party at my place because I have quite a large flat, um, which will host everyone, which is usually a lot of people. But that requires me to like have it extra tidy and extra clean. And I know this week coming just gonna be lots of cleaning and scrubbing and washing and oh man, I hate it. But what can you do? Usually, I mean, this family, my wife's family, is cool people. They they're very kind of Italian in their behavior, very loud and argumentative, and it's usually fun parties. Hey there, Bart. Good morning. You made it. I must say also on the Saturday stream, I really enjoyed you guys' contributions. Some really nice work, and hopefully the feedback was good. Um, that you got something out of the feedback. And the new topic is posted, which is the what was it? What was it? It was a sentence. I googled like a two-sentence sci-fi story, and that was one of those that came up, and I kind of liked it. So I posted it. What was it? Oh, let me look it up so that you guys, if you haven't found it, you'll hear it. Um, all right, the assembly is the topic. He stood before the assembled dignitaries, his ambassadorial robes hanging off his frame as he prepared to give the first speech representing Earth before the Galactic Imperium. If only Earth knew that aliens existed. I think that could be a cool picture to riff off of. Nefas. Yeah, well, the thing is, with this topic, you can decide, like with any of the challenges, 2 week challenges, you can decide to do the whole topic or a part of it, or do you want to, uh, make the fashion design, or do you want to make an alien, or do you want to make the chair that he sits in, as he stands there, or the podium, or uh, the whole scene. It doesn't need to be the whole everything of the topic into one picture. You can pick and choose. The idea of the 2 week challenge is not to forcing you to make an illustration. The idea is just to be creative and help you come up with something that you might not come up with. So if you want to do a concept of the one of the aliens in the that is being in the gathering or the assembly, you know, sorry, just do the alien or the guy or his outfit. It doesn't matter. There's no need to make an illustration of the whole topic if you don't want to. The idea is that you can choose which part of it, of the topic you want to play with, and then go from there. That's with all challenges. But so far, every one of you, except I think Kuru, has decided to do illustrations. Kuru has decided to do character concepts, if I remember correctly. No, some other people now and then, but I think Kuru has consistently, except the one time, made character designs as far as I remember. Oliver, yes, definitely. The link is down underneath the stream. Just click it, and if you don't have a Discord account, I think you have to sign up. But other than that, just join in. And every second Saturday, I do paintovers of the people that have contributed to the 2-week challenge. I recommend joining in because it's really, really, you can see clear amount of progress from number 1 to which was number 7 now in the people joining in. So I really, really recommend it. Only elite can enter. Yeah, all elite awesome people can only join. If you try to click it and you'll go to a sign up page for Discord, then you're one. You're the one of the selected few awesome elite people that can join. No, I mean, Eric Moy, I think it means like body frame, like the robes hanging off his frame, as in shoulders. But I mean, it's open to interpretation. I mean, as you say, what is what frame? It could be a frame of exoskeleton. Who knows, right? So I think he is free to come up with anything, and I think interpreting it in your own way will make it also more fun, and also have the entries quite more unique, you know. Nothing with these challenges again. Nothing is set in stone. It's just a aid, and fun community thing, to interpret it as you wish, make it yours, and then after 2 weeks we have a stream about it and talk about them, and helps you push. I think that is the easiest thing to do, with all these studies that everyone is doing and all these things. It's easy to forget to have fun and also push the skill set that you accumulate over time. If you don't try to push your best, you're never gonna increase your skill level. You're just gonna gather information that you don't do anything with, and that might fall away, because you're not applying it. So a good way of applying knowledge that you're learning is trying to push an illustration or concept to your max, so that you have to apply knowledge, have to think and have to use your brain. Studies is good, but if you don't do anything with it, it's waste of time. And if you can't use the knowledge freely from your mind and only can see it in studies, then you have an issue. Oh, I can't draw from imagination means you have a problem finding that information in your mind, and you're been approaching your work too literally, like like can only look at reference to be able to create something. So then I would recommend then it's time to stop looking at ref and just create. Hey, Babu220. Welcome. And Magshen, you're back. Woohoo! Welcome back. It seems like a lot of people have been super busy lately. Like I miss Om's. Om's entries in the challenges are always so fresh, and it's a lovely addition to all of your work. I mean, it's like one piece of the puzzle is missing. Not just picking out Ohms as something like special, but it's a cool, different take on everyone else's different takes. Ohms brought definitely a unique, his own take on things, and as well as everyone else's. Like we've been talking about this on the special streams, like their Bard's illustration or a magazine illustration style, Kuru's specific style, Sayart's, and I miss seeing Ohms. And Lou Rib as well. I think Lou Rib is busy with school stuff, as he should be. School comes first, Kuro, yeah, the lighting on characters is tricky, but for me, what helped me a lot was I got many years ago I got a paint over from Jens Kleisens. If you don't know him, uh, he does really cool art. I think this is how you spell his names. I'm sorry, Jens, if I don't remember how your surname is, but he does really cool drawings. His like drawing style is very unique, and he's very into light and so on. And he gave me a paint over many years ago on one of the, like, I used to paint a lot of trolls, and he painted over a troll, and he said, the light wasn't realistic enough, or it was not accurate. So after that, I was like, oh yeah, I wasn't, like, what I realized was that I wasn't drawing, or I wasn't painting the light, like as it would be. I would break the light just because how I saw what the form should get in the sense of light hitting the form or hitting the volumes, regardless of light source or regardless of the setup of the scene. I just painted the light because on autopilot, like I wasn't questioning what I was doing. And when with his paint over, like how I remember it's very specifically, like he had toned down some light and brought some other light up, especially with the rim light and fill light and so on. And I was like, oh yeah, that's obviously, like I wasn't paying attention to the light, even though I was like rendering the form correctly and all these things. I could tick every box except like the global light relationship between everything. And ever since then, for me, even though it with time you get better at it, It wasn't just clicked and I became a master at light just because someone did a paint over. But what happened was that I started thinking in the right way, right? So that I started correcting myself. And I think that is the hardest thing to do is getting that aha moment when you have to start changing what you're doing because what you're doing is wrong. So he was kind enough to give me that one many years ago with when it comes to light. Uh, Obviously, I've had to teach myself about it, you know, from that point or more. I mean, I was still practicing light and figuring it out when he did the paint over and all that. He was also a beginner at that time, um, but I remember that paint over being a catalyst for me to think more correctly when it comes to using light. So for me, my recommendation would be with the lighting characters is stop lighting it like symbols. Set a light source. Have a clear mind of what's the direction of the light and how dramatic is it supposed to be, or how easy go lucky the light should be. You know, try to think beforehand the setup, and then as you're starting to render, make sure that you're always sticking to the light and attempt to break your like once symbolic way of thinking, because I catch myself all the time now and then stop thinking of or treating the light as it should in real, as it if it would be real, you know, cast shadows and rim lights and all these things, and just start painting it symbolically. Like I catch myself just making mistakes all the time and have to adjust it on the fly. But I think that's normal. We are not machines. But like I always say, the more you're aware of it, the easier it is to spot it and make adjustments. And if you're not aware of it, you're just kind of blissfully ignorant of your own mistakes until someone points it out, and then you go, "Ouch!" Yeah, which happens to the best of us, you know. Yeah, camera lighting, yeah, portraiture, lighting, um, you know, anything goes really, where there's effort put into lighting. Um, Movies, theater, opera, um, dancing, they all usually have a specific person setting up light, right? And then there's good ones and there's bad ones. Just because you're Googling, let's say, theater, doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get a good lighting setup. Um, like with everything, there's good and bad. But a good idea to look at is just someone that's putting effort into setting up the light, and ideally full figure. So that would be dancing performance or photo shoot of, you know, full body, or you know, some sort of performance. You usually have a lighting person. Hey, Delarion, thank you. Much love back, Russian style, whatever Russian style love is. But right back at you. Thanks for joining. And glad to have a new face around. Thanks. So we got 1/3 of the time left, 10 minutes. I'm pretty happy with the weird sandworm desert fish, desert fish, not sandworm, desert fish topic. Um, so as I was saying, I'm seeing it coming out of the sand, like slicing up like a knife. Uh, but obviously I made the face too bulky, but whatever. It has to read as a fish as well. Um, so I'm just gonna add some ground here so it doesn't look like a floating head. Um, yeah, I posted some sketches on Discord over the weekend. Uh, it's fun to get some extra free time now. I'm gonna coming future. I'm gonna start having to very like define my lecture that I'm gonna do at IFCC this month when April ends. I'm gonna start working on the lecture. I have already been working. Look how good I am. I'm making notes. But like the point I was gonna get at was I love being able to just sit and sketch again. Like I also saw Levi Peterfi or Peterfi, however you want to say it. I talked about him before in his art, and he has this kind of classic speed painter style that I say is what I deem as classic, like back at this Craig Mullins and all these John Liberto. They all come from the same era of speed painters. I never went into the speed painting style. A lot of people did, and those are the people now that kind of kick ass. Um, maybe that was a bad move on my end. Hopefully, I'll kick at least one ass somewhere. Anyways, he started sketching again, posting on his Facebook some good old speed paintings, and I just love his style. The style is so textural, and he's a really good photographer, so he has that eye for framing, which you know, if you're a good photographer, looking at a good photographer's photos, it's just that all the little pieces just match and goes together so well, and with light and composition, and you can spot a great eye for photography, miles away. Same for art, and lighting and framing and all these things. It's definitely like a fingertip expertise. Like you can tweak that perfect little slider, and then the whole painting just makes sense, or the composition just makes sense. And it's not easy thing to do. I mean, obviously you can practice it, and it's some people are better at it for some reason than others. But a great photographer is hard to come by. You see a great photo and you know instantly, like, whoa, okay. I was looking at I bought a book for my mother-in-law. The guy with that took the photo of this kind of Afghani girl with blue eyes and a shawl. This classic, really known photo that the world went crazy about. I bought that guy's collected, like, best of art book. The name I don't remember at the moment, but yeah, I was looking through it, and it was just so amazing. Like the textures and colors, and oh man, so inspirational. Made me definitely want to like go and pick up a camera. But then I always done that. Like I pick up a camera and start taking photos, and then I just realized to myself, like, oh yeah, I don't care anymore. I don't care about photography. I was like taking photos. I get bored. And I also hate like myself having to pose for photos and things like that. It's not me. I don't know. I do not pose in photos. I just stand there like like an idiot. While other people love, posing and things like that, and that's fine. It's completely fine. I'm not saying it's stupid. I'm saying I feel stupid posing, uh, and it's to my own detriment as well. Like that's why there's not a lot of beautiful photos of me. It's because you just get this, whatever this is. This is what you get in a photo, and yeah, I don't know. I've given up, I guess. But yeah, photography, looking at awesome photos is really cool. I love that. Um, my mother-in-law is a really good photographer as well, and she takes great photos of my kids and her kids. And like when you look at a photo like that, you just know, right? That person has the eye for it. I mean, yeah, he photographed her again when she's an adult. And that photo is even more amazing, I'd say. Like you could see her life experiences, like from a small child to grown woman, and you go like, whoa, what have you gone through? Guru, you're not photogenic either. Yeah, I have the hilarious thing. Like I have a tendency to blink. It's like a reflex. I don't know what it is, but as soon as the photo is being taken, like they're pressing the button, and I guess I can hear it click. The shutters starts to move or anything, something. But I always close my eyes. It doesn't matter. I can like pry them open and stand there and like stare at the camera. But as soon as they press the button, click. I blink and I get like a sleeping photo again. Every damn every damn time. And I laugh my ass off. And now I just don't care anymore. I just like, all right, I was blinking, wasn't I? And the photographer like looks at the photo like, yeah, like, "Ah, whatever. It won't be better." So stupid. I don't know what it is. I have like a sixth sense for blinking in photos. And every photo, more or less, is just me like closing my eyes and looking stupid. Captain Jetlag, yeah. Captain Jetlag about the photo, I think is the girl with the blue eyes, I think is the name of the photo. It's like a multiple award-winning photo, like war correspondence photos, I think. Um, it's a very, very known photo. So if you Google like girl with blue eyes photo in probably or Afghanistan or something, you most definitely find it. Man, DF is yeah, but everyone is different. I think when it comes to posing and so on, not everyone needs to be in front of the camera. I mean, it sounds like I'm shitting on my looks, but it is what it is. I don't have bad self confidence or anything, but I just don't know. I'm not the model for. I don't enjoy posing. All right, time's up. Here it is. The desert fish. Oh, first time I've saved. That's great. Um, yeah, there it is. So thanks everyone for coming. Uh, have a fantastic day. Good night, wherever you are. Um, thank you everyone for coming, and especially for everyone who came on Saturday to hang out and on the extra stream. Discord's underneath the Twitch window. There's all sorts of links there, YouTube archive, all those things. The video will go up every day after the stream. It will go up on YouTube for you to look at. See you on Discord, and tomorrow morning at the same time. Bye, everyone.